Hey y'all, welcome to my presentation on the best instigators of all time. First of all, Mark Phillips, he's the leader of RDC World, and he made a skit where he got the gold medal in instigating, and yeah, it's just a skit, right? There's no way he has these instigating skills in real life. However, the only issue is RDC World recently started streaming like about a year or two ago, and every single time the crew gets into a fight, I always scroll back 2 to 3 minutes, and every single time I notice that Mark makes an offhanded comment that's made in near complete silence. It's just one remark, right? And he always does it in a very sneaky way. He does not want the fight to get traced back to him. He just does it in a really low key way where he just goes, "Hey, I noticed XYZ," and then he just stays silent. He mutes his microphone and he just watches as 2 to 3 people just gets into a brawl, and that type of instigating is extremely difficult to do. Next up is Kyogre. Kyogre is a Pokemon, therefore it's not able to speak in our language. However, it is able to speak in Pokemon language, and I don't know exactly what it's saying in every single one of its scenes. However, it has generational beef with Groudon, and Groudon is 4 times weak to water. So if a single raindrop falls onto Groudon, he'll get one shot. And somehow, every single time Kyogre is able to say one or two things, and it's able to convince Groudon in the middle of the ocean to get into a fight with it. Groudon gets rescued by Rayquaza, but like, that's a level of instigating that I kind of really want to know what Pokemon are saying, you know? Sort of like how Ash is able to communicate with Pikachu. I really want to know what Kyogre is saying in this moment in order to convince a Groudon to get into a fight with it in the middle of the ocean. It's an absolutely devastating series of words, I can only assume. Next up is Akanu from One Piece. In the middle of the Marineford arc, Ace gets rescued by Luffy. He gets fully rescued. Like, there's multiple episodes of Luffy trying to approach Ace. He falls out of the sky. He walks all the way up the podium. He walks past multiple admirals in order to save Ace. And finally, he's able to successfully save his own brother. And right as they're about to make the escape, right as they're about to pass the finish line, Akainu just goes towards Ace and just looks at Ace and just says, "That's why your daddy a bitch." And immediately Ace just goes back and just starts scrapping with Akainu, and that's why he loses his own life. Like, can you imagine the amount of instigating that you're required to have in order to just say a single sentence and convince a person to lay down their life? Click the video at the center of the screen. I promise this will not put you in a time loop where you watch a ton of my videos. So just click this video. This is the first and last time I'm going to make this announcement. Just click the video over here.